Students, welcome to social science class 8th. This is our history chapter 8th. So students, in last video we have discussed about the source of information of modern period, because in ancient period we don't have many resource of understanding the ancient, medieval and medieval history, but in modern history we have lots of things. For example, in ancient times we do not have too much things, like we have only buildings, artifacts, inscription, books and other documents, which were quite less. But in modern period we have British document, books. Next is letters, writing and speech. So students, we have the topic letter, writings and speeches, etc. So as I have discussed earlier, that in modern period during British rule everything was recorded in British document. For this purpose, that each and everything was to be explained to the British government in England. In the same way, Indian also started writing the things which were happening around. So they started writing, and speeches were also recorded in writing, and some speeches were written and then conveyed. Letters were written, like some leaders were writing their letters to another leaders. For example, the collection of writing to Gandhi of Gandhiji at the Gandhi Smriti near Rajghat, which is one of the biggest museum on Gandhiji, has library with around 60,000 books. So student, in medieval period these kind of number of books were not available, but around 60,000 books only about Gandhiji was there. It means and 6,000 original photographs. It means we have lots of things to understand the modern period. Freedom is our birthright, the slogan given by Bal Gangadhar Tilak and the call given by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, you give me blood and I will give you freedom. So student, which slogan was given by Bal Gangadhar Tilak? That was freedom is our birthright. You give me blood and I will give you freedom. This slogan is given by Subhash Chandra Bose. These are the things which are patriotic in nature. They introduce patriotic feeling and the national fervor during the struggle of independence. These slogans spread in different ways. People started their slogan announcing in large crowd, like Vande Mataram, etc. So these were the writings. Letters were written by, for example, Gandhiji wrote many letters to Jawaharlal Nehru, and Jawaharlal Nehru also wrote many letters to Mahatma Gandhi. In the same way, many other leaders wrote many letters to Mahatma Gandhi, and Mahatma Gandhi also wrote letter to many Congress leaders as well as to British officials. So letters, collection of letters and writings. Books were around 60,000 books around Gandhiji's. Speeches like freedom is our birthright, you give me blood and I will give you freedom. So all these things preserved, which are the source of information about the modern period. Next is newspaper. The London Times, Bombay Times and vernacular. Vernacular means local languages में जो चलते थे newspaper. The newspapers which were circulated in local languages, like Bal Gangadhar Tilak's Kesari in Marathi, Amrita Bazar Patrika in Bengali, are important source of history of modern period, because these newspapers were published during the modern period, during the English period, which helped us to understand the modern period. So student, next is administrative reports of the governments. So administrative reports of government on tribes, caste, land revenue, settlements are also very important source of information. So student, as I have discussed, that British used to write everything which was happening in their rule. So like reports about tribals, because during British period tribals were more active against Britishers as well as then against jamidars, talukdars. Caste system, student, you will read in history about the social system of India, which is described by the British as well as Indian also. Land revenue settlements, we will discuss the land revenue settlement, how did the British use to collect revenue, what settlements were made to collect the revenue, what kind of revenue was acceptable. All these things were written. So these were the administrative reports which gives us information about the modern period. Basic objective behind the survey and reports of British government was to learn about India before it could be administered effectively. So students, one of the oldest document is Ain-e-Akbari, written by Abul Fazl, and Ain-e-Akbari was the brief description of Mughal period. Akbar commissioned the writers like Abul Fazl, and they surveyed all things which were there, which were under their empire, and all these things were written in the book. So that was a voluminous source of information. So British read those things from the Ain-e-Akbari, and British started survey of India, because survey was very important. Suppose you are going to some place but you don't know about that place, how could you survive there? Means you are going a cold place, you don't know how much cold is that place. You need to first survey about that place, that how much is cold, what kind of clothes are required, so you can survive there in that manner. In the same way, British surveyed, मतलब जांच परख करना, to gather information about land, people, the warriors, kings. Why? Because they wanted to administer the Indians effectively. For example, report on survey and settlement operation in district of Champaran in Bihar. Champaran incident we will discuss in next chapters. Champaran, where indigo planters were exploited, indigo workers and peasants were exploited by British in Bihar, and Gandhiji did satyagraha in Champaran. So all these things we will discuss in next chapters. But if we look at the things, that reports and surveys also tells us about the nature of the people, nature of the government, and government reaction, the settlements, all these things are explained. Another is internet database. So internet database like Digital South Asia Library and British Library, Oriental and Indian Office Collection provides us a lots of information. So student, you can go to internet and search for anything, whatever you want to know, you can know from the internet. Last thing is, or second last, old buildings, artifacts and people. So students, you know very famous building of India, that is Taj Mahal, which tells us about the wealthiest story of Mughal period, that the kings were so much wealthier, and so that they have constructed a building which was totally made up of marbles. Architecture style, you can see the architecture style of Mughals was very different from the British. They used to make, the Mughal buildings had a specific type of architecture, like they have arches. Arcs means entry gates were like, they were wide from base and they were narrow, became narrow. You can see the picture of Taj Mahal. Let us see. So student, these kind of buildings, like this is Taj Mahal, these kinds of entry gates were there in every building of Mughals. Like this is arc, you can see this is arc, wide from base and narrow from the upper side, and they have this type of ceilings. So this is building style of Mughals. This is British style of architecture, British architecture we can say. So these are the differences between British architecture and the Mughal architecture. So you can see they had a veranda near their rooms, and they had open space, a wide space for light inside the building. That was the specification of British buildings. This is also a British style building. You can see this building and many other buildings like President House, Parliament House. All these buildings are related to British. So British style of architecture are different from that of the Mughal architecture. In the same way, some artifacts like decorative things which were buried under the surface, they are found, which tell us about the people. Artifacts, old things which were made in ancient times and found by excavation, मतलब खुदाई के बाद जो मिलती, and the people, जो लोग उस टाइम के होते हैं, पुराने टाइम के, हमें बताते हैं किस तरह की चीजें थी वहां पर, कैसे लोग थे. तो these are the things which tells us about the modern period. In the modern period, Indian history, we are going to take a look at Indian suffering in the hands of British imperialism and subsequent achievement of independence from foreign powers. So students, in this period we will see how British exploited Indians. The Indian suffering we will see in this period, and the achievement of people of India to gain independence. These things we will discuss in modern period. So these consecutive chapters will tell us about the independence of India. So students, let us have a look at, do you know? First is the British passed a Vernacular Press Act in 1878 to repress the anti-government writings and propagandas. Means British passed from Calcutta High Court, a Vernacular Press Act was passed. This act stated that any local newspaper could be stopped from publishing if they will publish against the government. The Indian newspapers that were worried British government were Som Prakash, Sulabh Samachar, Holi Shahar Patrika, Amrit Bazar Patrika, Bharat Mihir, Dhaka Prakash, Sadharani, Bharat Sanskrit, etc. These were the newspaper which worried the British. So through this act they wanted to suppress these newspapers. If they did not stop their all things, their press, their machinery, all things were confiscated by the British government if they didn't stop. Next, do you know, is the digital library as a collection of documents organized in electric form. All of you know about this Wikipedia and this, so this is the familiar thing you know about. Last one is many changes that took place in the world originated in Europe, like Renaissance. Renaissance meant reforms, Reformation in Industrial Revolution, French Revolution, Russian Revolution, nationalism in Europe. So students, you are very young to know about these things. We will discuss these things in next chapters. Only necessary thing you need to know about these things, that the development of the world, exploitation of people by the rulers, led to these changes: French Revolution, Russian Revolution, nationalism, imperialism. Nationalism spread in India also. French Revolution overturned the rule of ruler and formed the government which is chosen by the people. So this is the chapter 8th